This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you. This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you, oh yeah. Woo! You ready? Come on, let's go. Hands in the air, hands in the air. I know you're there, I know you're there. Anywhere, oh. I fix my eyes on you. Hands in the air, hands in the air. I know you're there, I know you're there. Anywhere, I fix my eyes on you. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you.
It's amazing what good eggnog will do to put you in the mood for Christmas. That Tim, it's a little bit crazy, but he sure likes to share, and not only his love for Jesus, but his love for eggnog with people too. Oh, you guys are back with me again. I'm gonna set my eggnog down. focus. Last night of VBS, kids. I hope you've had a great time. Parents, I appreciate you guys walking through your kids with this. I know sometimes it's a little bit difficult to gather your kids up and teach them in a kind of confined setting like this. But I really hope it's gone well, and I appreciate your patience. And I've been praying for you in weeks in advance that your kids would come to know Jesus a little bit more through this VBS and through this time with you. So I truly do hope it's been an impactful time. Kids, our main thing that we're doing this week is learning how to focus, right? Shifting your eyes from what doesn't really matter to what truly does matter. And that is Jesus in your life. And we've looked at different ways we can focus, right? We can focus on creation because it points us to God by seeing with our eyes. We can hear what God says to us and focus on His Word, the Bible that He's given us. We can focus on sharing our faith, talking with other people about Jesus, or asking questions that we have about Jesus. And we've learned that we can pray anytime, anywhere. But there's one more thing on this last night that we're going to talk about that's important to know when we're trying to focus more on Jesus. So, one last time, back with my crazy cousin, Tourist Tim, and some worship, lesson with Kellen, and I'll meet you guys back here at the end to wrap this whole thing up. And I hope you guys can focus on these next few minutes as we turn our hearts and eyes to God. All right, guys, see you in a little bit. Aloha, dudes. Yeah, mahalo, thank you. Well, if you don't know where I am today, Tourist Tim is in Hawaii. That's right, Hawaii. Hawaiian. Yeah, so I kind of got my surfer dude accent going. And maybe I'll even throw out some shakas bra. You know how. Get plenty kind aloha. But probably won't go much there. Probably mostly just my surfer dudes. Not any of my bradas from Hawaii. Well, today we're talking about a very important thing. Let's use my glasses, dudes, for peering in and seeing what we can find, seeing what we're going to study today. These magic binocs are coming really handy, not only to see the sweet whales, but also to see some other cool things. Let's see what we got today. Oh, yeah. Who's that guy? I know who it is. That's Zacchaeus. You guys know the story of Zacchaeus in the Bible? He was a dude who had done some bad stuff, short little dude. He had to climb up a tree to see Jesus coming. And when Jesus walked by him, he said, "Hey, you come down. Come down out of that tree. I'm coming to your house." And Jesus changed his life. Zacchaeus gave a whole bunch of money back to people who he had stolen money from. Did all types of good things because Jesus invited him in. And Zacchaeus accepted. Let's take another look. Oh, yeah. I definitely recognize her. That's the woman at the well. There's a story about when Jesus, he was walking around and he came to this well outside this town in Samaria. And the Samaritans were people that Jewish people who was Jesus was kind of had his family lineage had come from. Those were people that they didn't like. And so Jesus came to this woman and she said, "Why are you talking to me?" And back then women were really disrespected as well. And she had done a lot of bad things. And Jesus said, "You know what? I want you to know me too." And she said, "You want to know me? If you want to know me and change me, I'm going to tell everybody about you." And Jesus said, "That's awesome. Radical. Yeah. Let's take another look. Oh yeah, that one's easy. Yeah. There's a story in the Bible, dudes and dudettes, where Jesus takes these few fish and these few loaves of bread and he feeds 5,000 people. That's a cool story. Who's this other one? Oh yeah, Peter. We talked about Peter the other day, right? Yeah, Peter was this guy who he claimed and proclaimed Jesus, that he was the Christ, but he also did some things that were not good, dudes. So sometimes in one of his worst failures that we know of is dudes and dudettes, you know what he did? He denied that he even knew Jesus. But Jesus still forgave him. And then he said, hey, you go start my church. Let's take one more look. That's right. A heart. A heart represents love, right? Which is what our lesson all day today is about. Is to live for God by loving others. So listen to this quick verse here. We're in Matthew still, the same book we were in yesterday. It's the very first book of the New Testament after talking about Jesus' life. And this is what he says. He says, Jesus heard the teachers of the law, those religious people at the time talking about him. And then they said to Jesus, they said, hey, what's the greatest rule of all these laws that you have, which Kellen's going to teach about in a little bit? And Jesus says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Whoa. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is this, love your neighbor as yourself. That's some pretty amazing stuff, right? So what we can do today is live for God by loving others. And that's kind of our focus of the lesson today, is live for God while loving others. All right, well, we're going to jump into worship and we're going to love God in song, right? So sing your little hearts out, boys and girls. I'm going to do the same, and we'll see you back in just a little bit. Aloha.
I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Come sunshine or rain, when things don't go my way, still my joy can stay. 'Cause you give me blessings every day. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. You fill my heart with hope. You're everywhere I go. So even if I'm feeling low, I still got this one thing, this I know. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Whoa, 'cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy, yeah. 'Cause I've got joy. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. Oh, I've got joy.
This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. and keep on looking, looking, looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking, looking, looking to you. I fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you, on you, on you. This is my faith, this is my focus. All of my days, I know where my hope is. I'll live it loud, I'll shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe, believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking, looking, looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking, looking, looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you, oh yeah, oh yeah. Woo! You ready? Come on, let's go. Hands in the air, hands in the air. I know you're there, I know you're there. Anywhere, oh. Anywhere. I fix my eyes on you, you. Hands in the air, hands in the air. I know you're there, I know you're there. Anywhere, I fix my eyes on you, and keep on looking, looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking, looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only, you are my only focus. You are my focus. I fix my eyes on you.
All right. Well, here we are back again from worshiping Jesus. You dude and dudettes did a radical job. You're like shredding the gnar on the wave. Yeah, kids. Sweet job. Killer work singing to Jesus. You know what? It's my last day with you. Me, Tourist Tim, has had a great time teaching you about Jesus and going all over the world to different places. And I hope you had a great VBS. So now we're going to head over to our main dude, Kellen. He's going to teach us a little more about the lesson. I've had a great VBS 2020. You kids stay safe. We love you, and aloha.
Well, hello there. Who are you looking at? You looking at me? Huh? You looking at me? Are we rolling? Oh, hello. I'm Kellen, and we've been having a lot of fun taking a closer look at the world around us. So I have a mirror here, but it's not just any mirror. It's a two-way mirror. The way it works is that one person can see through it from the side where it's darker, and the person on the other side sees a reflection of themselves when the light is on them. So here's me, but when I stand behind it and change the lighting, can you see me now? Cool, right? I'm seeing a reflection of myself, but if we change the lights again, I see you. Cool, right? All right, well, we'll come back to that later. So our story today actually comes from two different books of the Bible. Now, they're both pretty famous passages. The first is from the book of Matthew, where the Pharisees are asking a question of Jesus. First, let me explain who the Pharisees were. They were a group of religious leaders who tried to honor God by following a bunch of religious rules. The problem was they focused so much on following the rules that they didn't love God or other people very well. They also didn't like how Jesus claimed to be the Son of God. and they didn't like how everyone seemed to be following after him. When one of the Pharisees asked his question, he was really trying to put Jesus to the test and see if Jesus might say something that would get him in trouble. So he asked Jesus this question: which is the greatest commandment in the law? Now, the law he was referring to was the law in the Old Testament that had lots of rules. Lots of rules for all kinds of things, like what kind of work you could do on certain days of the week, or making sure you covered your water wells, or to not eat owls. Seriously, it's in there. Check it out. So Jesus answers them and says, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your mind. This is the first and most important commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everything that is written in the law and the prophets is based on these two commandments. Jesus basically sums up the law with those 4 verses. There are more than 600 rules in the Old Testament, and Jesus says here what you need to do. Love God, love people. That's it. Crazy, right? But how do we love someone? I mean, what is love? The Apostle Paul had some things to say about love in the book of 1 Corinthians. Paul said, love is patient, love is kind. Love does not dishonor others. He also says that love does not look out for its own interests. Love is full of joy. It always protects. It never gives up. Love never fails. Now, that's a lot of beautiful words about love, but what does it look like in our everyday life? What does it look like for love to be patient? Okay, what if your little brother or sister has destroyed the Lego tower you built for the 3rd or 4th time? Showing them love might mean that you're patient and that you don't get angry at them. What does it look like for love to be kind? Well, maybe there's a new kid at school or at camp, and maybe they don't look or sound like you or any of your friends. It may not be easy, but to show that person love means to show kindness. Invite them to sit with you at lunch or play with you at recess, even if your other friends don't want to. What does it look like for love to never fail? That's a big one, right? To say that love never fails? Well, I don't think Paul was saying that love is always easy. It's not. And sometimes we might feel that love has failed when you try to show someone kindness or patience and they make fun of you or they ignore you. But I think maybe Paul is saying that we can't give up. And if we continue to show people love, it will change them and change us, even if we can't see it immediately. I think it's also good to remember that God is described as love, and what God did by sending us his son Jesus will never fail. Even when we mess up, God still loves us, and we can show that same love to others. Here, let me show you something. So we're back at this two-way mirror. Remember that it works because of light. When you light up one side of the mirror and lower the light on the other side, the person that has the light shining on them is able to be seen. So when I shine the light on myself, I can look in the mirror and see myself. Hey, Kellen. But when we turn the light down on ourselves and we turn the light up on the other side of the mirror, we turn the light on others. We turn the focus on other people and we can see who they are and what they need. When we take a closer look at others, we're able to see them as God sees them and live for God by loving them. Pretty incredible, right? So, as you go home and as you meet new friends in the next few weeks, remember that you can live for God by showing others God's love. And keep a lookout because there are so many things to learn about God when you take a closer look. I'll see you guys next time.
Even though Tim's a little bit of a crazy guy, he shows this lesson so well. In Luke 10:27, it says, love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your strength, with all your soul, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. And that's Jesus telling us this. Tim does a great job of that. He takes time to think of me and sends me cool things from all over wherever he's going on his travels, right? He sent me back some leis from Hawaii, right? Some love, some aloha. That's what we need to show to other people. is love. We may not always agree with them. They may not always be our best friends, but we always want to love them in the way that Christ loves us. And sometimes that's in a truthful way, that we say something that may be hard to say, but they still get to hear it because it's the truth. And it's going to change their life. Jesus came for us to die on the cross to save us from our sins because he first loved us. And that's why we turn our focus to him. Because what he has to offer us is life full and abundant, life that is overflowing with joy, even in hard times. And we not only love our friends and family, but we love our enemies because that's what Christ has called us to do. And I think for you kids, that's going to be one of the things that is a defining factor that separates followers of Jesus, Christians, from the rest of the world. Loving their enemy in a way that is truthful, but is at the same time very compassionate and caring. So, before we go on this last night, let's do a couple of things. Number one, let's go ahead and see how you're doing on your memory verse. I'm hoping that you can maybe do this on your own. As you can maybe close your eyes when we flip it up on the screen here. But let's go ahead and do that. We're going to throw the memory verse up on the screen. And let's read. Let us keep looking to Jesus. He is the one who started this journey of faith. And he is the one who completes the journey of faith. Hebrews 12:2. That's found in the New Testament book of Hebrews. And it shows us that our eyes need to be always turned to him. And like we talked about at the beginning of this lesson, not necessarily our physical eyes, our eyeballs, but the eyes of our heart, our true being and our inner self, that we're turning over to Jesus, that we can love him first because he is love, and then we can in turn love other people better. And that's one of the cool things. One of the things I learned about in Hawaii is the word aloha. It means hello, it means goodbye, it means love, and it means just kind of a spirit of generosity and caring and giving. And so I hope that all you guys have that same spirit that can be given to you by God, and that your eyes will always keep turning back to him, because life gets crazy, right? Life gets really crazy, and we're going to want to focus on other things, but we always need to turn our eyes from the things that don't matter as much as the ones that do matter. So we're turning our eyes from the rest of the world to Jesus. And when we do that, and he's number one, he's our number one focus, everything is going to be clearer. Just like when we use binoculars in a long distance, we can see things, and he can bring things greater perspective and a better, clearer picture, or if we need glasses or something like that. So we learned about all those lessons. Focus on God, turning our eyes to him, the only thing that matters, Jesus. Hope you guys have had a great week. This night, we got one more thing. We're going to do Thursday, day 5. These little maroon bags, they got a little craft in there and all the goodies that we've done so far. Hoping that next year we can do this thing in person. You've been great for kind of sticking this out with us and doing it at home. And we hope that your eyes are turning to Jesus more and taking a closer look at who he is and what he has in store for you. So I'm going to pray for us, and then that will conclude our VBS 2020. Maybe the only time that you do this virtually. Maybe not. But what a unique time that you guys are getting to live in, even though it may be seen kind of weird. God, I thank you so much for Jesus, for his words, for what he speaks to us. And that your love is different than the rest of the world. That your love is full of grace and mercy, and full of truth and justice and honor. God, let these kids see you for who you are. Holy Spirit, fill their lives and let them be passionate followers of you even now, God, because they can be. They don't have to wait. Their focus can turn to you 100% now, and you can do some crazy things with their lives. Good crazy. We love you. We praise you. We thank you for who you are. And that you had eyes to see, to love us first, that we can then love you. In your precious, holy name I pray, Jesus. Amen. Until next time, guys, we'll see ya. Aloha.
Hey everybody, welcome to day 5. Today's game we're going to be playing is The Greatest Shot. Jackson here is going to tell you what you need.
What you need is something to throw in. Anything that I have at home. Containers, boxes,
Laundry baskets,
laundry baskets,
boxes.
boxes. I already said boxes.
What else?
You're gonna need stuff to throw. Shoes, as long as they're clean. Toilet rolls, balls. Mostly anything that you can throw. And 4 pieces of tape.
All right, now that you guys got the supplies, let's get started and show you how it's done. All right, everybody, now that you got your supplies gathered up, let's get started. First of all, you're going to split into 2 teams. Each team's going to take turns sending their player to take a shot from one of the 4 lines. Each line is worth 5 points. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, your goal is to make the most points for your team, and the team with the most overall points wins. So, Raylan's going to demonstrate for us. He's standing at the 15-point line. Let's give it a try. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell you. Also, without interfering physically or too loud, you can stand next to the player who's shooting and try and distract them. Ready? Let's try this. All right, now that you guys know how to play, that was sure fun. Now you go try.
Hey guys, welcome back to our last day of STEAM. I'm so excited to do this craft with you guys, but it's a bummer that it's our last day of VBS. This is the stuff that you'll find. It is already in your bag, and this is the stuff that you'll be needing from home. So we're going to take our piece of paper, and I've already done this, but you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut a line down to the middle of the circle, and you'll find that it's a little bit easier to do the rest of the craft if you have a hole punch and you can punch a hole in the middle. And if you don't have one, that's okay. It just makes the craft a little bit easier for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our straw and we're going to put it right here in the circle. And you want to try to get it as close to the end of the straw as possible. Oh. So you're going to make a little funnel like this with your straw coming through the middle. And you're going to take your tape and you're just going to tape that together here so it stays on the straw. All right, and you want to make sure to use lots of tape so it stays together. And then you're going to bend your straw right here, put your ping pong in, and mine's not working too good right now, but if you practice, I'm sure that you can get yours to go in the air. And it'll be lots of fun. Remember today's bottom line, you can live for God by loving others. Don't forget to focus on God and the important things in your life. All right, I hope you guys had a great week and have a great rest of your summer and school year, and hopefully we'll see you next year for VBS again.
Welcome to day 5. This is our last day of Snacks with Ramona. Today we learned about the greatest commandment, which is love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Most importantly, love. Today your snack will be in a teal bag. Inside of it comes our instruction page and a Rice Krispie. On the Rice Krispie will be a heart, or you could cut one out of paper if you would like. But we would like you to open this carefully so that you can write on this heart a way that you can love someone this week, and put it somewhere that you can see it to be reminded daily of just what you need to do. When someone asked Jesus what was the greatest commandment what was his answer? Yes, to love. Love God and love others. You can live for God by loving others. What if for the rest of the summer and the coming school year that you decided to focus on this one thing? What if you choose to love in every situation in every interaction you have with anyone, at every opportunity you can. What if love was your first response? I know your faith would grow, and it would grow greatly. And your willingness to love well could show others just how much God loves them too. You can live for God by loving others.
Hey guys, welcome to the last day of crafts. So right now what you're going to need to do is grab the Thursday, day 5, it's a turquoise bag, and we're going to take the instruction sheet, but today's pretty simple, so if you have any questions, look at this. Alright, so now what we have is just this bag with the stickers, and these sunglasses. So actually I don't need these anymore. Okay, so we're gonna pull these out. There we go. Now we have our sunglasses. You might have a different color than me. That's okay. So we're just gonna take this sticker off. All we have to do is just put the other stickers onto my glasses. The bottom line for today is I can live for God by loving others. And so these glasses are going to help remind you, how can I love others today? So now you just stick your stickers on, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, now I have my glasses all finished, okay? You can do it however you want, but that's our last craft for this week. So, I want you guys to remember to always focus on God no matter what. I hope you learned more about that through this week, and hope you have a good rest of your summer. See ya.
soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul, I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Come sunshine or rain, when things don't go my way, still my joy can stay. 'Cause you give me blessings every day. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy. You fill my heart with hope. You're everywhere I go. So even if I'm feeling low, I still got this one thing, this I know. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Whoa, 'cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy, yeah. 'Cause I've got joy. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. Oh, I've got joy.
This is my faith, this is my focus. All of my days, I know where my hope is. I live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going. Knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you. This is my faith, this is my focus. All of my days, I know where my hope is. I live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when